All right, good morning, everybody. If you can hear me, kindly say hello. Right. Okay. So, good morning once again. We just wait for some minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, and then we get started. Let's just allow some people join us, and then we'll keep the ball rolling. Good morning once again, everybody. All right. All right. Good morning once again. I trust it has been a very wonderful week for us. It has been a very profitable, peaceful week, as I would always love to say it. Right. If you were in the market yesterday, you saw how some instruments rallied well. There are instruments like gold, even indices and the likes. Of course, there will always be an explanation to everything that happens in the market. So if you are, it is my saying always that if you make money the first time in the market, I will call it a luck. I'll call it a luck. All right. If you make money consistently, that will no longer be a luck. Because consistency, as I would always say, is a proof that there is a law or a principle at work. So making money daily, making money consistently shows that there's something you must have understood. And if you are the one that has been losing or you've been having some kind of losses, it is time for you to consider whatever strategy you've been using. What is it that you have not been using or you've been using? Because losing money consistently is a proof that there is something missing or a principle not engaged. All right. Okay, so with that, I welcome us once again to Money Market Review. Quickly, let me go to our Forex Factory and see what has happened or what's going to happen in the world of fundamentals today. All right, let me share my screen with us. All right. Um, usually Monday is always a quiet day that most traders, know that you only trade technically. Even at that, the market somehow will stay muted a bit. But then this Monday, we saw that market still moved. I should say this that anytime we do not have any high impact news, and then we have some medium impact news, more often than not, those medium impact news rise up to become the major impact news. So we had the ECB President Lagarde speak on Monday, and then we had the medium impact news from the US zone as well. But then we saw some move in the market on Monday, but usually it's always stayed muted. All right, all right. On Tuesday we had a couple of news. Tuesday yesterday, of course, we had one from the AUD region at 2:18 a.m. yesterday, and then around what was it called, evening 4 p.m. we had consumer confidence release, which came out good, and I should also say something about that, which came out good. And then we had some FOMC member who spoke yesterday. And so if you were asking yourself yesterday, why did gold really shut up like that, yeah, yesterday, and stuff like that, it's because some of the federal FOMC members, when they spoke, they were saying that they were confident that the current policy is strong enough to drive inflation down to the target, to the 2% target. You understand? All right. That said, it injected the kind of confidence for people to say, okay, we can go in more to buy stocks, to buy stuff like that. And the other thing that also permitted the dollar yesterday for that was the fact that one of the governors in the Federal Reserve said that with the way things are going, if there is a kind of continuous decrease in the inflation rate, that means the possibility of having cut in interest rates is very high. And with that, any expectation on the cut in interest rates will not drive a buy sentiment towards dollar. Right. So dollar plummeted yesterday, while we saw gold and other instruments like that rally against the dollar. But I've always said something. I should keep saying it. The last time I was here, I said to those of us who, if you would recall, that if you have been buying dollar, let's say you're on your USD JPY, or you're on GBP USD, and you are on a sell position, momentarily is not good for you, actually. But then if it is the same dollar that we know, and building on the antecedents, right? Market is not only analyzed technically. We know fundamental analysis also plays an important role. The other leg that people tend to throw away is the sentimental aspect of the market. So don't always forget that market analysis is a tripodic something. You stand on the tripod leg of your technical, of your fundamental, and your sentimental analysis. Now we've seen sentiment somehow driven to the market over and over, even in favor of the dollar. Whether we like it or not, if you could recall, in June, it was said, let us go back. It's part of market behavior. All right. In June, if you will recall, it was said that okay, somebody was asking, where do we get the news when FMC members okay, you can always check your investing.com. Investing.com. You can always check investing.com. All right. So I was saying that if you recall, it was in June that it was noised abroad that the possibility was high for the US government to fail in meeting their debt obligation, which of course, should that have happened, it could have plummeted the dollar. 1 minute, please. All right, please. Who can hear me clearly? Somebody is saying the audio is fluctuating. It could be from your end. But let me just get one or two responses. Let me know if the audio is clear. Okay. Okay. It seemed you were the only one that couldn't hear me clearly. Uh, All right. Okay, so I was trying to make a tie back to something that if it is the same dollar that we know, that remember it was in June that it was said that the government would not meet their debt obligation except the debt limit is increased, and which seemed impossible or somehow. Or just over the weekend, by the time we would get back, what we heard was that okay, they approved the increase in their debt limit so they could service their debt obligation. Dollar that was permitted me to use the word destined to head down was suddenly rallied. Now, about a month or two ago, if I can remember, it was said that the federal government will not be able to run the government because of shortage of cash. Right before we knew it, it was going to happen on Saturday. By Monday, money was pushed into the economy, and then everything shut up again. Now, dollar has been experiencing a downward drive for weeks, for a while now. You understand? Now, the question is, what will happen to the dollar? If you have been on a trade, I said earlier, I said if you were in GBP USD and you have been on a sell trade, of course, market is against you. But if you have money, hold it. If you have money, hold that trade. If you have that money, please hold that trade because dollar will shoot up again. Okay. Now, today, being Wednesday, 29th of November. So we'll be having a couple of iron news. So of course, for those of you who could wake up in the middle of the night, the monetary policy from the New Zealand came out in the middle of the night, and then today there will be German CPI scheduled to run all day. Okay, and then we have Spanish flash CPI. These will affect Euro and Euro pairs. All right, you might just be looking out for it in about 45 minutes time. So this is going to happen. Okay. So and then we will have some news, a couple of high impact news as well. At 2:30 p.m. we have prelim GDP. And it's going to move the market actually. So you might want to wait for it. And then by 4:05, the Bank of England governor will be speaking as well. So we will have a good, and GBP USD is a major pair. You might want to please wait for it and make good money from it. Market is going to really move well and you make your good money. Okay. And we see some couple of impact news for the week as well. For Thursday and for Friday. Remember, PCA comes out on Friday, and PCA is the Federal Reserve more preferred inflation gauge, right? So you might want to wait for it and make a good money from the market. So let's look at our chart and let's see how we can combine technical analysis with the fundamentals we have and take good positions for ourselves, making good money. All right, I will always repeat it. Let me say it again and again. Please have good money to trade. Have good money to trade. You can have knowledge. Knowledge will not take the place of capital. capital will not take the place of knowledge. You understand me? So strike a balance between your knowledge and between capital. All right. So let me share my. All right. So perhaps I'll start with USD IDX. You know, increasingly this guy has been coming down. All right, let me look at it. Look at the trend on daily time frame. Let me just remove all my horizontal lines. Okay, look at the trend on daily time frame. At least all through September, August, September, we saw a good rally on US index trading against other major currency pairs. But look at the way it has been coming down, a kind of changing trend. Look at it at the moment. It is not so much good for the dollar, of course. But like I said to those of us who are on any trade that is against the dollar, all right, good. If you have money, just please put in good money to hold the trade. You appreciate it at the end of the day. All right. Of course, if you didn't plan to become a swing trader, maybe the market has forced you to become one now, but please hold that trade, and you will make your good money. Make your good money at the end of the day. All right. So but look at this on 4 hours. If you see the way this guy has been behaving on 4 hours, let me. It is a clear downtrend on 4 hours. A clear downtrend on 4 hours. A clear downtrend on 4 hours. And then on 1 hour as well, you can see that it is still a clear downtrend. So if you look at it now, when market is on downtrend, also those of you who have always joined our currency session, you should know that when a trade is on downtrend, what you look out for generally, what you look out for is look out for the next resistance level and take a sell. Now we've been seeing a couple of let me bold this thing. Now, if you look at the way this guy has been behaving, now normally, if you check the way this trade has been, it you see that price will touch this trend line, to bounce off, touch it again, bounce off. But there has not been a clear breakout above it. It is a clear sell market. So you might just want to look out for opportunity. Should price go ahead and trade and test this trend line again? You just look, for example, here now, but this is going to require some patience, of course. If price trades and test this trend line again, I would just go in for a sell, a good one around this region. And if you even go on lower time frame, say 15 minutes, say 15 minutes, let me redraw this guy. Now on 15 minutes, so that everything will be clear. Just 1 minute. All right. Okay. Now on 15 minutes, look at the way the market has been on 15 minutes. Now there we've had a whole lot of this broke out a bit and then came down. There has not been any major breakout here. So there is good room, good opportunity to engage a sell market, right on US index. So what you should be looking out for is a sell trade on US index. It's a sell trade on US index. Now somebody will ask me, can I enter an instant sell? If you enter an instant sell, hello. If you enter, you see, I've not even applied any support and resistance stuff yet because I just wanted us to see a kind of bear chart. If I apply my support and resistance, this thing, because I realize for you to really understand the market, no price action, no how to read candlestick formations, know your trend. You understand?
what indicators do is to ease your market analysis, but let it not take over your market analysis. Do you understand? It should ease it. It should ease it, so that even without any indicator that will help you, you understand, you are able to read the chart and place trade profitably. Now, if I apply support and resistance here now, look at the way, look at this my blue mark here. Remember, it was a trend line that I drew here before, and I said if price touched this area, just going for a sell. Can you see this strong resistance here now? So we just, with the knowledge of trend, you can know how to engage the market profitably. Do you get now? So the reason we have this money market review beyond giving you entries is to show you the psychology of the market, how you can also analyze markets yourself without us even teaching you and say, okay, this is not a strategy session. We are reviewing the market and giving you some entries. But beneath it is the ability to also carve out for yourself how to analyze the market and make money for yourself, right? Okay, so meaning that any it should price even trade. Meanwhile, there is a resistance here preventing price from going further. So should price even break out and go ahead to touch this area, I'm looking for a sell trade on US index at least before that 2:30 no, is it 2:30 p.m. when we have our impact news coming out. All right. So what will I be doing on no, of course I'm going to be giving you what was it called, the your buy stop and your sell stop. But actually here I'll be looking at going in for a sell, even from this point. So if you're not risk averse, you can go in for a sell on this trade. If you're not risk averse, you can go in for a sell on this trade. You can go in for a sell on this trade. But should you want to be careful, and then let me just give you buy stop and sell stop. That should price trade above where price currently is at 102.7726. 102.726. You might want to go in for your buy, and then take your profit, of course, that resistance. But then, I just told you that if you're not risk about, an instant sell will make you glad this morning. An instant sell will make you glad this morning. Okay. So, all right. So you can go in at 102.726 and look at taking your profit for a buy stop 102.726, and then take your profit at 102.879. 102.74726 as your entry, and then take your profit at 102.879. But of course, like I said, I am looking for a sell trade on this US index, on this basket. All right. So I'm looking for a sell trade. So if you can go in for an instant sell, that would be good for you, right? But an alternative direction is that if you want to go in for a sell stop, you just go if price just trades below. If price trades below 102.490, 102.490, can go in for your sell stop at 102.490, and of course you can take your profit right at the untested support where we have you can take it at 102.324. You can take a profit at 102.324. All right, I believe we got that. All right, I believe we got that. Okay, so let's look at Euro USD. Let's look at Euro USD. Right. Now, Euro USD, of course, has been on the upside direction. Everyone has been cashing out on dollar. Now for Nigeria, dollar to do was younger now. Yes. So, all right. So, okay, can we continue? All right. So, let's look at Euro USD. Euro USD. Now, please, how does one use MT4 to know or read time on or before the trading sessions opens? For example, how do I know on my MT4 that it is 7 a.m. London time or 2 a.m. New York time. See, MT4 generally is 1 hour ahead of our time. You understand? MT4 is 1 hour ahead of our time. Okay, so I think that's it. MT4 is 1 hour ahead of our time. All right. So it has been on the upside direction on Euro USD, and if you check it on 1 hour time frame as well, if you look at what has been happening, it has been going up, going up against the dollar, and that's so much good. If you remember, it was last year that that Euro USD fell below parity at around 0 point something. It fell, in fact, it went to parity and then fell below parity. But then the narrative has changed. That's why I many of you remember the verse of the scripture that says, "Rejoice not about me, my enemy. If I fall, I will rise." Okay. All right. So market has been trading against the dollar, and if you are on buy on USD, it's good for you. You'll be making money. Okay, but let's look out for some safe position. But do not. I keep saying it. I just know within me that dollar will rise. Dollar will rise. Okay, so if you're on trade and it seems as if things are going against you, don't worry. The scripture I just quoted, it also works for you. Don't let the market laugh at you. Just put in good money to hold your trade. You make good money, you make good money, you make good money. I mean, should please relax. We do DAX later. Just relax. All right. So, okay, I think I've not muted everybody. I should mute all. Okay. All right. So maybe we might need to also draw a trend line for this as well. We look at how this guy has been panning out. Okay. I'll just be looking out for a buy trade on this instrument. Even here, I'll just look at I'll just look out for a buy trade. If you look at it on 15 minutes, let me see it on 15 minutes. Now just see this guy on 15 minutes. Now on 15 minutes, it is testing this. It is testing this trend line again, and is a good way. Is a good way for you to enter a buy. Actually, yeah, it's a good way for you to enter a buy. Yeah, it's a good way to enter a buy on Euro USD. It's a good way to enter a buy on Euro USD. It's a good time to enter a buy on Euro USD. It's a good time to enter a buy on Euro USD. All right, it's trying to test this trend line again, because look at how the previous times, and remember, like we've always said, when we have trend lines serving as support or resistance. We call them dynamic support and dynamic resistance. So look at this guy is beginning to shy away. He's beginning to go in for. He's beginning to pull up again now. So I said it. If you are fast enough, you should have entered an instant buy. It's a good way to enter a buy. An instant buy will give you some money on Euro USD at where it is now. An instant buy will give you some money where it is now. Let me go back on 1 hour time frame. So an instant buy will give you some money where you have it now. An instant buy will give you some money. All right. So, but in case you are not sure of yourself and you are always waiting for a buy stop and sell stop. Okay, I'm going to give you a buy stop and sell stop, but then you should have made money with an instant buy. It's an instant buy. Okay, but let me give you a buy stop on Euro USD, a buy stop on Euro USD. That means you got to be patient a bit. That if price trades above, let me see it on 30 minutes time frame and see how it is panning out. So I'm going to say you're going for your. Let me apply my Fibonacci. All right. So I'll say you're going for your buy on Euro USD. Should price trade above price level 1.09, that's a buy stop for you. But for those of you who have entered an instant buy, just wait for your money to go in profit. It should go in profit. But for those who are waiting, going for your buy at 1.0989, 1.09989. 1.09989. 1.09989. You can go in for your buy there and then look at taking your profit at price level. At price level 1.10114. 1.10114. 1.10114. But my best bet for you is to go in for a buy now. My best bet for you is to go in for a buy now. All right. For an alternative position, you want to go in for a sell. You just use a sell stop to capture it. Okay. So you can go in for your sell if price trade below price level 1.09784. 1.09784. 1.09784. And then you can look at taking your profits. Maybe I should just adjust it, push it upward again. Your sell at 1.09794. 1.09794. Okay, and then you can look at taking your profit before the 3.0 fib level at price level. Of course, use good volume and you make your good money. 1.09723. 1.09723. But if you are on a buy position, you will smile before the end of this analysis and say, thank you, I've made money. And then you share your testimony. All right. And it's beginning to buy now. All right, that's for USD. I believe we got it. All right. So let's look for another pair. We do USD and then GBP USD before we go to the world of our commodities and then indices market. All right. So let's look at USD card. Of course, it is expected it should be on a downtrend because dollar has been weak. It even plummeted further yesterday. And of course, we know even oil has been doing well now because there's this expectation of further cut in supply. And your Canadian economy is also petrochemical based. So what happens to oil bears impact on what happens on the performance of the Canadian dollar. All right. So that said, what you will be looking at, because since the trend here already shows us that is a downtrend, like we said, when I'm not the fact that an instrument is on downtrend does not mean that you can't have buy opportunity. You understand? It doesn't mean that it cannot have buy opportunities, because a downtrend is not is not a straight line downward. An uptrend is not a straight line upward. Uptrend is a combination of what? Of your higher highs, right? And your higher lows. You keep going high, keep going high, keep going high, keep going high. All right. So the same thing happens for a downtrend. So, but essentially what you'll be looking at, look at it, this is on 1 hour time frame. When price tested it here, came down, tested it here, came down, tested it here, we saw a bounce off again. So there has not been any breakout at all. So this current candle that is going up now, the possibility is there that okay, you might want to get here, touch it, and then bounce back. So it's a good place for you to want to enter your. So let me quickly just say this: you price trade at the end of the day and get to price level 1.35, 1.35803. 1.35803. You can set a sell limit. You can set a sell limit at 1.35803. You can set a sell limit at 1.35803. A sell limit at 1.35803. It will be a very good one for you because market will sell again. But then I also recognize that there are layers of resistance here. There are layers of resistance here, of course. Because where prices here is at the moment is also a resistance region. If we go on lower time frame, we will see this resistance. It will be obvious. Let me see it on 30 minutes. We'll see it obvious. Now, so you can see that it is obvious that there is a resistance here. So price is struggling to break above it. Now look at it. Look at where I gave you the region I gave you your sell limits. There is also a resistance there. So it is always swift. If you are trading following the trend, you understand, you can always make your money. Look out more for sell trades than the buy trade. That doesn't mean that I can't make money from the buy. If you go on 15 minutes time frame again, you still see more opportunities to go in for what's it called, for sell on this trade. So if I don't want to, I just not draw another trend line. Well, obviously, the resistance that we saw on, if I do another one, see how that resistance is panning out here. See how it's panning out here. The resistance we saw on 30 minutes, see how it's panning out here. Meaning that even here will be a good time for one to take a trade, a sell. Do we understand? So if you have always joined my session, I've always told you what we give you is not the last thing that you could do. You can also make money exploring other opportunities. Now look at it now. Market the price is getting rejected here. Price is getting rejected here. But then let me exercise the foot of patience and ask you to go in for a sell limit. We are using sell limit for this guy for this guy this morning. For a sell limit at 1.35803. Let me go back to my 1 hour time frame. I was just trying to show you things in the market. 1.35 1.35803, and then just follow it down all the way. Follow it down all the way. Let me map out that region. 1.35803. Please 1 minute. Yes. All right. Okay. So once it touches, follow it down all the way, all the way, all the way. Please 1 minute, please 1 minute, please. Okay. All right. So we got the entry, and then you can just sell down all the way, all the way to the next support level. All right. All right. So you can just take it all the way to the next support level. All right. Here's the card is selling. So it's going to sell all the way to this support level. You can take your please 1 minute, please 1 minute. You just need to fix something there. All right, very sorry for the breaking transmission. We just have to quickly sort something out here. All right. So I was there to give you the TP. So follow the sell down. You can follow it to the next support level. You can take your profit, of course, all the way till you are satisfied or anyway. But this can be your TP. 1.35484. 1.35484 can be your TP. All right. 1.35484 can be your TP. Okay. That said, so you can now do a buy limit from this region. You can now do a buy limit from this region. You understand? Till remember, I'm giving us these. I'm giving all these till before the news comes out. So you can now do a buy limit from this region. Can do a buy limit from this region because I know it's going to try to test. All right, can do a buy limit, or I'd rather give you. Okay, can do a buy limit. All right, can do a buy limit from 1.35484, and you can take your profits at our entry at 1.35803. All right, I believe we got that. All right. So let's do. Okay, let me see what's happening on Euro USD. All right. Stick to your buy trade. Stick to your buy trade. Stick to the buy trade on Euro USD. This is just testing the trend line. All right. And it is even getting rejected. It's even getting rejected there. All right. So let's go back to GBP USD. GBP USD. All right. Of course, GBP USD has been trading stronger. GBP CAD has been trading stronger against the dollar. Right. And if you draw a trend line again here on 4 hours, you can see how it is going up, and there are key levels that you can always see to make your decision. You go on your 1 hour, on your 1 hour, which usually I use as my anchor chart here. Right. If you draw the trend line again, you see how this thing is testing some levels and then going back. So it's not far-fetched. On GBP USD, I'll be looking for a buy opportunity on GBP USD. I'll be looking for a buy opportunity on GBP USD actually. So that does not mean that I can't go for a sell. That doesn't mean I cannot go for a sell, but I'll be looking out for a buy opportunity on GBP USD. And it is simple. It is simple, right? I would always say all these things are zones. When we had the electric card, it was rejected and price went back up, and then we had you can see the way it was pushed up again. Now price is going further now to test this trend line again. Price will go back up as well. It will not be a surprise if we see a support around this region. If I apply my Fibonacci retracement level, it should not be a surprise if we see any. So you see what I'm talking about here now. So if price goes further to test this trend line, I'm going to go in for a buy. So I'm going to be setting my buy limits on GBP USD. I'm going to be setting a buy limit on GBP USD at price level. I will set my buy limit at price level 1.26824. 1.26824. I will set a buy limit at 1.26824. I will set my buy limit at 1.26824. I will set my buy limit there. All right. And then I will take my profit. I'll take my profit at our price level 1.26967. 1.26967. 1.26967. All right, I believe we got that. 1.26967. All right. So what do I now do if I would look at for a sell trade? Okay, I'm going to give you a sell stop. Yes, but I'm expecting a buy trade on this instrument. A buy trade on this instrument. All right. So for a sell trade, which I'm not envisaging that much. Okay, I'm going to go in for a sell stop now. I'm going to go in for a sell stop at price level 1.26751. 1.26751. 1.26751. All right. And then I'll look at taking my profit at price level 1.26650. 1.26650. Right. I believe we got that as well. All right, let's quickly move to the world of commodity and let's look at how gold has been faring. You know, gold really rallied yesterday at the instance of that of the comments made by some of the Federal Reserve governors that okay that the rate at which things are going, the policy of the Federal Reserve will eventually push inflation down to the 2% target, right? And then that may possibly inject into the whole economic space the possibility of cutting interest rates. And doing that, of course, drove in a kind of a kind of confidence towards other instruments apart from the dollar, because it is when we have high inflation that we have the Federal Reserve being pushed to increasing interest rates, and increasing interest rates is a good news in the ears of the dollar. Dollar picks up when interest rate is increased. All right, but now the interest rate, we are not looking at any kind of immediate hike in interest rates. We gold used the opportunity to rally well yesterday. It really rally well yesterday, and we can still look out for good opportunity for gold to stay. Let's just look at it for a buy stop and a sell stop on gold this morning, and then it will be a good one for us. All right. Now I'm on 15 minutes time frame here. If I'm looking at taking entry on gold, I'll go in for my buy if price trades above 2045.04. 2045.04. 2045.04. And then I'll look at taking my profit before the weak resistance, or right at the weak resistance as well. Can look at taking my profit here as 2048. All right, 2048.47. All right, for my sell trade, I'll look at going for a sell if price trade below price level 2039.36. 2039.36. How many pips would that be incoming? Then I can just, because there's a 38.2 fib level there. Okay. And I look at taking my profit, use good volume, you make good money here, and take a profit at 2036.68. 2036.68. All right, I believe that is also taken. Right. Yeah, let's see oil. There has been expectations that the OPEC will continue the kind of further cut in supply of oil. Of course, cut in supply of oil will lead to further hike in the price of our oil. The demand will be high. You understand? And that's how oil has been doing. There is going to be a meeting on Thursday. There's going to be a meeting on Thursday tomorrow for this to be discussed. So for now, oil is surging higher. All right. So let's look out for good opportunity. Let me see it in 30 minutes time frame and see good opportunity for us to enter a trade on oil. Okay. Because oil is more of a fundamental instrument than technical. I wanted to say, okay, you using the knowledge of our limit orders, that is a good time for you to want to take a buy now on oil, but I will not do that because I understand the things with oil. But then price has been trading between the proven resistance and this support that we have here. So I'm going to go in for oil, for a buy on oil. If price trades above 81.61, and I look at taking my profits and that proving resistance at 81.87, and that will be a good one for us to take to make money on oil this morning. And I should also say to us, should price go in this direction, going up all the way to toward that proving resistance, please, you might want to look out for a sell trade following it down. You understand? Meanwhile, to give us a sell trade as a sell stop here now, I'm going to be giving us a sell trade at 81.23, and then look at taking a profit before the verified support that we have. Yes, at price level, it's 1.05. I believe we got that on oil as well. Okay, so we can then take the boat further and look shift to the world of indices. Let me begin with DAX. For somebody asking us to look at DAX. All right. Now you see what DAX has been doing. You know, if you remember, that's why when it comes to market analysis, we've always said this thing: don't make it a standalone or something that is cast in stone. Usually, when you have a strong currency, you should have a weak indices. You get. But then if you look at it, D30 has been surging higher, surging higher. This is on 4 hours time frame. It's uptrend on 4 hours time frame. Let me see it on daily time frame. On daily time frame, you can see it here as well. Since October, it has been on high on uptrend since October. It has been uptrend since October. Yeah, it has been uptrend since October. All right. So the same thing is happening on H4. It has been going up on H4. It has been going up on H4. So what are we seeing? What are we talking about? I will say to us, Euro is strong, DAX is strong. D30 is German index, and of course Germany is the superpower of economy in the euro. All right, now it has been trading on the upside, and we might still look at, because generally indices have been doing well. Some stocks listed under all these guys are doing well, reporting good quarterly earnings. So they've been doing well. I mean, the fact that people are now, remember, this guy is also quoted. D30 is also quoted in dollars. You understand? So it's the sister index, if you love to call it. So what happens to dollar bears impact on it as well. So it affects it. Okay. So that said, let's look out for opportunity to take trade on D30 this morning. Okay. So you see what has been happening here now. You see it testing this trend line, goes back up. Can you see the way it's been doing it, and then going back up? It will test it, go back up, test it, go back up, test it, go back up. All right. Now the funny thing now is this. Now you might now be looking for a kind of good sell opportunity. Now I'm going to give you a sell limit and a buy limit. I'm going to start with the sell limit now. All right. Should price trade above price level? Let me map it out. Okay. All right. Should price trade up to say 165.3.2? 165.3.2. No, you can set the sell limits around that region. 165.3.2. Set the sell limits and look at taking your profits. At price level 163.5.3. 163.5.3. Take your profit at 163.5.3. That will be your TP, and then the reverse will be the case for your buy limit. Going for a buy at 163.5.3, and then follow it all the way to 165.3.2. That will be your TP. I believe that's quite simple and fast. Okay, that's quite simple and fast. But of course, look out for more of a buy on DE30. All right. Then we go to US 2000, the one that's most people fear. All right. And I would always say to it, have good morning to do US 2000. Okay, perhaps I should address this. 2 days ago, we had a kind of a very funny experience with US 2000, where market initially it was thought that market would go in for a buy. But interestingly, market went the other route. It sold well. I had a lot of complaints from clients, and then those complaints came from clients who didn't have sufficient equity to engage this trade. And it has always been a warning that if you engage US 2000, have good capital. I mean, let me say it in a song. Please have good capital. Yes, have good capital in this market. Have good capital to trade US 2000, because the way the market went down that day, no sooner had it gone down than it went up again. It went up, took profit again. So if you had been on that trade and you had good capital, you would, of course, you will have had an initial drawdown. But you would have at the end of the day, had smiles put on your face, because market went back in profit. Now, the same thing happened yesterday again, when we saw this market, it plummeted again, went down. Before you knew it, market went back up again, way above, and then It went in good profit. So please, US 2000 is very, very profitable, but please do engage with good capital. I will encourage you to engage each, but engage each responsibly with good capital and moderate lot size. All right, I believe my advice is well taken. All right. Okay, so let's look out for opportunity to take trade on US 2000. That's what. All right. Okay, on our US 2000, I'll be looking at going in for a buy trade if price trades above price level. Okay, 1804.0. 1804.0. I'll look out for a buy trade on 1804.0. And then I can take my profit, of course. I can still take it higher. Further. All right. At 1806.7. 1806.7. Okay, so for our because it is uptrend, it is uptrend. It's just going up there because this guy here is going to start buying. The current candle is going to start buying. You understand? The current candle is going to start buying. We're just testing this trend line. Can you see it? When it tested it here, can you see my cursor? And it tested it here, pushed up again. And now can you see it up? Now it's testing it again. It's pushing up again. So this candle will still push up. You understand? This candle will push up. All right. So now, having said that, the possibility is there. So for a sell trade, I'm just going to give you a very tight one, because this is US 2000. Let me see how it pans out, so that you not just touch it. I'm coming now. A very short one, but profitable. So should price try to test? Is somewhat small. It's somewhat small. All right. And anyway, for a sell trade, for a convenient one, I'm just going to ask you to go below the support level at price level. Because I'm just going to give you a buy trade. You understand? I could have told you to enter an instant buy here now, but I know there is a resistance here. The 61.8 Fibo level is resisting it. That's why I gave you a buy stop. You understand? I am for buy this morning. And I want to be careful in giving you a sell trade on this instrument. All right, because a sell limit would have been the more appropriate stuff to have given you after now. You understand? Let me see some 15-minute time frame again and see how it pans out here. Okay. So a buy trade is more appropriate. But then for the sake of for those who want to have a sell stop, let me give you sell stop at 1800, 1800.8. 1800.8. 0.8, and then you can take your profit at 1799.4. All right. That is for US 2000. Okay, let's do US 500. US 500. Okay. On US 500, I should use this opportunity as well to say to those who were in Benin last week, hope you enjoyed the seminar, the Megaton conference last week. It was a very beautiful experience last week. And then we'll be back again this Thursday and Friday for training proper. And next week as well, we will be in Port Harcourt. That will be on the 6th. On the 6th, we'll be in Port Harcourt. Those of you in Port Harcourt, there will be if you are not new out to rally trade, at the end of every December, we come to Port Harcourt to hold a mega conference called Megaton. That's where you have the chance of winning some prizes, some deposit bonus, some screen, laptop, phones. You understand? And this week we have this same Megaton holding in Ibadan. If you are in Ibadan, don't miss it. If you are in Ibadan, don't miss it. It's going to be a very beautiful one. So we will meet at Pentecost Event Center tomorrow. It's going to be a very beautiful one. Please don't miss out of the opportunity. Megaton is always special. It's not the conventional type that you go for. It's a special conference. All right. This is where value meets with knowledge. Okay. Wow. Okay. So US 500. Let's look out for good opportunity to take trade here and make good money for ourselves. All right. Rally trade does not constantly increase spread on US 2000. The spread is called floating spread. It's called floating spread. Floating spread. Do we understand? So it does not constantly increase spread on US 2000. And I'm able to see it. Our spread on indices market is one of the best. You can go and do comparison. You understand? So it does not constantly. So Mr. Jerry or me, Jerry, I think I've answered you. All right. So US 500, US 500. Lagos Megaton is coming up on the 1st, on the 14th of December. On the 14th of December. On the 14th of December, Megaton is coming up. I know you'll be there, Mr. Jerry. You're gonna be there. It's gonna be a very beautiful one. A very beautiful one. All right, okay. So a good opportunity to take trade on US 500. Let's look out for a sell stop here. Let's going for your sell stop. If price trades below 45, if price trades below 4567.2, going for a sell at 4567.2. 4567.2. All right, 4567.2. Okay. 4567.2. 4567.2. Okay. And then you take your profit. You take your profit at 4565.8. 4565.8. So Mr. or Miss JP, you can always use your own TP. So that will be a good one for you, ma'am or sir. All right. So 4567.2, and then take your profit at 4565.8 for your US 500. Now for your buy stop on US 500, you can just go in about 3.6 fib level at 4571, 4571.3, 4571.3, and take your profit, of course, at price level 4573.7, 4573.7. And one of the reasons that if you have been part of money market review for a while, we are even careful giving you some specific entry zones, specific entry values, because that's why we more often than not we give you zones. And I've not gone the direction of giving you zones. That's why usually I will normally map it with a rectangle color. You understand? So zones are best given. It's better zones are given than specific entry or TP zones. You understand? Maybe we give you zones, so you can always have your own zone to take your profits. You understand? All right. So that's what US 500. I believe we got that. Okay, let's look at two more and then we call it a day. Two more, call it a day. All right, US 30, US 30, US 30. Wow. Okay. Now on US 30, if you look at the way it has been doing, let me go on one now. That it still has a chance of pushing further if it can break above this Fibonacci contour above here. So I'm going to give you a buy stop if price trades above price level 35518, 35518. You can go in for your buy on this index and take your profit at 35545, 35545. Alternatively, so you go in for your sell at price 35476, 35476, and then you can then take your profit right at the 23.6 fib level at 354.54. 354.54. Okay, that is for our US 30. And lastly, for today, we look at US 100. US 100. Okay. So if you look at what US 100 has been doing, typically it's just been trying to trade between the 50.0 and 61.8 fib level, which is around the verified resistance. So let me see it on 30 minutes time frame and see what is happening there. All right. Okay. So I'll be asking us to go in because the price has been trading in between these zones. So we're limit our trade in between these zones as well today. I'm tempted to say you can just look out for a sell limit and then a buy limit on this instrument this morning, because just like you can see on 1 hour, that's what it's been doing. Now I'm going to ask you to go in for a buy, for a sell. Should price trade a sell limit? Should price trade yes, the price trade up to 16077.07. A sell limit at 16077.07. Going for your sell, there. All right, and take your profit. Take your profit at price level 16057.31. 16057.31. Okay, and then for your buy entry, you can prepare for your buy limit. A buy limit at 16057.31, and then our TP at 16077.07. Okay, and that will be it. Okay, somebody said it's new here, so everything looks so strange to you. Oh, okay. Now the thing is, this session is for analysis, not for training purpose like that. All right, so you might want to join our session if you are within any of our physical office locations. You can always. Okay. So please do. All right. Oh, I think you should be in Benin. It's a good one. Just please go for the training tomorrow. So these things will make sense at the end of the day. Right? It's a market of knowledge. Combine your knowledge with your capital, and then add your discipline to it. You do well in the market. So has it been a wonderful time today? Has it been a beautiful time today? All right. So I trust by the end of today, you're going to smile to the bank or to your bed, smiling everywhere. I've made money today. All right. So it's good having us on board again today. So for now, can we see that USD has been buying now? I told you it will bounce off. Can we see that it's buying now? You understand? So you can just take your profit where you are comfortable with. Can you see that it's buying now? I told you if you entered instant buy, you will make money because the trend will not lie. All right. So, all right. So let's just. I think that's all. That's all. For now. That's all for now. Okay. That's all for now. Anyone who does not have good money in the market, please put in good money. Make you money for yourself. All right. So thank you, everybody. Let's have a very wonderful Wednesday. Best regards.